Students, welcome back to All Force Maths class. Dear students, we have already completed 5 different forms of equation of lines and already we have started 6th also. Now I am continuing the 6th form. It is normal form. What is the normal form of the line? X cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to P. Already we proved this theorem. In this case, P is the perpendicular distance from origin to the line. What is the value of P? P is the perpendicular distance from origin to the line. Say this is the coordinate system x, x dash, y, y dash. The perpendicular distance from origin to the line means, say n is the foot of the perpendicular from origin to this value. This is n. N is the foot of the perpendicular from this value origin to this value. Then this distance is nothing but P. P is the perpendicular distance from origin to the line. Distance is always positive quantity. Distance is always positive quantity. So P is always greater than 0. Please observe this value. Suppose this line passes through origin, then what is the value of P? The distance from origin to this line is the point origin lies on the line. So P automatically equal to 0. Here, if the line passes through origin, then P is equal to 0. If the line does not passes through origin, then P is always greater than 0. That means P is always greater than or equal to 0. Okay, if P is equal to 0, the line passes through origin. If P greater than 0, then the line does not passes through origin. This is the range of the perpendicular distance P. Next, what is the alpha? Alpha is the angle made by the perpendicular to positive x-axis in positive direction. That means it is the positive x-axis. What is the perpendicular to the line? This is the perpendicular or simply normal. The angle made by the positive x-axis to this normal in positive direction, this is said to be alpha. This is said to be alpha. Okay, what is the range of alpha? Suppose this line moves in this way. Suppose the line moves in this way. That means vertical. Then n coincides with n value lies on x-axis. That means this line coincides means this alpha approaches to 0. That alpha is equal to 0. In this case, alpha is equal, this is the perpendicular distance P. Here, OX, ON coincide. That means alpha is equal to 0. So, the range of alpha starts from beginning from 0 degrees. Okay. Suppose the line moves in this way. The angle increases. Up to suppose the line is in this way. What is the value of n? This value of n is this value. Perpendicular distance from origin to the line is P. The positive x-axis to this line angle is 90 degrees. Okay. Suppose the line moves in this way. In this way. What is the perpendicular distance? Please observe these values. If the line is in this way, the projection of this value is origin to this value is n. Okay, n is the projection of this value. What is the angle between the positive x-axis and normal? This angle is alpha. It is more than 90. It is more than 90 degrees. Suppose the line is in this way. What is the angle? It is n coincide here. The angle is 180 degrees. Suppose the line is in this way. In this way. The perpendicular value is this value, x-axis this value. The angle between the positive x-axis and the normal is more than 180. Please observe this value. It is a straight angle. 180 plus something means more than 180. Suppose the line is in this way. What is the angle? N coincide here. The angle, this value is nothing but 270 degrees. If the line is in this way, the angle alpha, please observe this value, more than 270. Suppose again the line is in this way, the angle, completed angle, 360 degrees. At 0 degrees and 360 degrees gives same result. Okay, so we take only one value. So 360 open, 0 closed. So the range of alpha is 0 less than or equal to alpha less than 360. Very, very important. Please observe this value. But in previous case already we discussed about the angle of inclination. What is the angle of inclination? The angle of inclination is nothing but angle made by the line with positive x-axis in positive direction. This value is denoted by theta. Here the range of theta is 0 to 180. But here the range of alpha is 0 to 360 degrees. Please observe the difference between these two values. Suppose this is the one of the line. This is one of the line. Okay, this angle is theta, angle of inclination. Suppose the perpendicular value is in this way. What is the angle of inclination? Angle of inclination is theta. What is the value of alpha? Alpha is this value, positive x-axis to normal. This is alpha. Alpha and theta are different values. Please observe that point. Okay, range of theta is 0 to 180. Range of alpha is 0 to 360 degrees. Okay. Next, now we observe the graph of the straight line x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to p in different values of alpha. What is the range of alpha? Alpha range is 0 degrees is less than or equal to alpha less than 360 degrees. First we consider the quadrant angles. Suppose alpha is equal to 0 degrees. Suppose alpha is equal to 0 degrees, then this equation can be reduced into what is the value of cos 0? Cos 0 means 1. Sin 0 means 0. That means x into 1 plus x into 1 means x plus y into 0 means 0. That means x is equal to p. If alpha is equal to 0, then this equation can be reduced into x is equal to p. In this case, the diagram is in this way. Please observe this value. In this case, alpha is equal to 0 degrees means these two lines are coincident. That means the line is in this way. This is N, this is O. Okay, this distance is P units. Here alpha is equal to 0 degrees. The diagram is, the line is vertical line and it cuts the vertical line, it cuts the x-axis in positive direction. Here x is equal to p, p is positive. That means x is equal to constant means it is vertical line. Okay, suppose alpha is equal to next quadrant angle 90 degrees. Alpha is equal to 90 degrees, then x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to p can be reduced into what is the cos 90? 0. Sin 90 means 1. X into 0 means 0, y into 1 means y. That means y is equal to p. This line can be reduced into y is equal to p. In this case, the graph is in this way. Okay, suppose the angle alpha is equal to 90 degrees, the line rotates in this way. That means the line is in this way. The angle alpha is equal to here 90 degrees. It is the perpendicular distance from P to the origin. In this case, the equation of the line is y is equal to P. Okay, the line cuts the positive y-axis since P is positive. Okay, next, suppose the angle alpha is equal to 180 degrees. Suppose the angle alpha is equal to 180 degrees. Alpha is equal to 180 degrees, then x cos alpha means the value of this value is cos 180 means minus 1, sin 180 means 0. That means the equation can be reduced into minus x is equal to p. Minus x is equal to p. That means x is equal to minus p. In this case, the line is in this way. 180 degrees means, please observe this value, it is the positive x-axis, it is the negative x-axis, y dash. The angle between the x-axis and the normal, it is the normal, it is n. The normal, this angle is alpha is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, this angle alpha is equal to 180 degrees. Here, what is the distance from origin to this line? It is the p. Okay, in this case, minus x is equal to p means x is equal to minus p. X is equal to constant and at the same time, here x coordinate is negative. So, it lies in the negative x-axis. Similarly, if alpha is equal to 270 degrees, alpha is equal to 270 degrees. Alpha 270 means cos 270 means this value is 0. Sin 270 means minus 1. Sin 270 means sin 180 plus 90, that is equal to minus sin 90, that value is minus 1. So, minus y is equal to p. That means y is equal to minus p. In this case, the line is in this way. Okay, angle alpha is value 120 degrees, 270 degrees. That means this angle alpha is equal to 270 degrees. This is the perpendicular distance p. Okay, please observe these values. Next, suppose we consider the allied angles. That means the values lies in between 0 to 90, 90 to 180, 180 to 270, 270 to 360. We discuss the straight line graph. Okay, please observe this value. Suppose alpha value lies in between 0 to 90 degrees. Alpha value lies in between 0 to 90 degrees means actually the line is x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to p. In this case, alpha lies in quadrant 1. In quadrant 1, both sin and cos are positive values. That means sin cos value is positive, sin value is positive. Okay, x coefficient is positive and y coefficient is positive, p is also positive. All values are positive, then that line is in this way. Please observe this value. It is the line. This is the perpendicular n. This angle is alpha. Alpha value lies in between 0 to 90 means it rotates in first quadrant only. The graph is in this way. Okay. Next. Suppose 90 degrees is less than alpha less than 180 degrees. The line is in this way. Please observe this value. This line lies in the second quadrant. Please observe this value. It is a projection of n. This angle is alpha. Please observe this value. This alpha is more than 90 and up to this value 180, less than 180. Here please observe this value. 90 to 180 means this value lies in second quadrant. In second quadrant, what is the value of cos alpha? X cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to P is the line equation. In this case, cos alpha value is, please observe this value, negative. Okay. Sin alpha is positive. Here x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to P is the equation of the normal. If x coefficient is negative and y coefficient is positive, then alpha lies in second quadrant. Okay. Next, suppose 180 degrees is less than alpha less than 270 degrees. 180 degrees is less than alpha less than 270 degrees. In this case, the line is in this way. It is the projection n. Please observe this value. This is P. This angle is alpha. Alpha is more than 180 and less than 270. Here, in this case, alpha belongs to third quadrant. In third quadrant, cos value is negative, sin value is negative. That means, if both x and y coefficients are negative, then the line lies in third quadrant. That means, alpha belongs to third quadrant. Okay. Next, suppose 270 is less than alpha less than 360. 270 degrees less than alpha less than 360. Then the line lies in which quadrant? Fourth quadrant. Please observe this value. It is the n. Okay. This angle is alpha. Here the range of alpha is 270 to 370. If this value lies in 270 to 360, alpha value lies in fourth quadrant. In this case, what is the cos alpha value? X cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to P is the line equation. In this case, fourth quadrant cos value is positive, sin value is negative. If x coefficient is positive and y coefficient is negative, then the line lies in fourth quadrant. That means alpha belongs to fourth quadrant. Please observe these values. Okay. Equation of the line ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 into normal form. Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is the general form. Reduce ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 into normal form. Okay. Please write this value. The equation of the line ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 in normal form is, first one, a by root over a square plus b square into x plus b by root over a square plus b square into y is equal to minus c by root over a square plus b square when c less than 0. Minus a by root over a square plus b square into x plus minus b by root over a square plus b square into y is equal to c by root over a square plus b square when c greater than or equal to 0. Please note this statement. What is the equation of the normal form of the line x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to p? It is the normal form of the line. Here p is the perpendicular distance. This value is always positive. P is always positive. Here x and y coefficients positive and positive or positive negative or negative positive or negative negative. That depends upon the alpha lies in which region, which quadrant. Okay. Now, first one. In this case, c less than 0. What is the given equation of the line? Given equation of the line is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Given equation is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Here, first one, let c less than 0. That means c is negative. If c is negative, minus c is always greater than 0. By multiplying with minus on both sides, minus c is greater than 0. So, move this c to RHS side. That means ax plus by is equal to, what is the value? Minus c. If c is less than 0, minus c is positive. P must be positive. Constant term must be positive. Please observe that value. Now, dividing on both sides with root over a square plus b square of this equation. Divide on both sides with root over a square plus b square. That means that equation ax plus by by root over a square plus b square is equal to minus c by root over a square plus b square. Okay. Now, after splitting, it can be reduced into a by root over a square plus b square into x plus b by root over a square plus b square into y is equal to minus c by root over a square plus b square. Please observe this value. Say this value is cos alpha. Say this value is cos alpha. That means cos alpha is equal to a by root over a square plus b square. By using the trigonometric conditions, cos alpha means adjacent side by hypotenuse. A by root over a square plus b square. Automatically opposite side is hypotenuse square is equal to side square plus side square. By using that property, this value is b. Now what is the value of sin alpha? B by root over a square plus b square. Please observe this value. Let cos alpha is equal to a by root over a square plus b square. Then automatically sin alpha is equal to b by root over a square plus b square. This is cos alpha, then it is sin alpha. Please observe this value. It is in the form of x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to p. It is p. Okay. The normal form of the line is x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to p. So it is the normal form of the line. Here what is the p? P is the perpendicular distance from origin to the line. Here p is equal to minus c by root over a square plus b square. If c less than 0, perpendicular distance from origin to the line. What is the perpendicular distance? Suppose the line is in this way. The perpendicular distance from origin to this value is nothing but minus c by root over a square plus b square when c less than 0. Okay. Next, second one. Let us assume c greater than 0. Let us assume c greater than 0. Now given line equation is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So clearly c positive. So move ax comma by to RHS set. That means minus ax minus by is equal to c. Dividing on both sides with root over a square plus b square, we get minus ax minus by by root over a square plus b square is equal to c by root over a square plus b square. After splitting, it can be reduced into minus a by root over a square plus b square into x minus b by root over a square plus b square into y is equal to c by root over a square plus b square. Please observe this value. This after splitting, it can be reduced into this value. Say this value is cos alpha. Definitely this value is sin alpha. So it is in the form of x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to p. So the normal form of the line is minus a by root over a square plus b square into x plus minus b by root over a square plus b square into y is equal to c by root over a square plus b square. Okay, if c greater than 0, what is the perpendicular distance from origin to the line? It is p, c by root over a square plus b square. If c less than 0, perpendicular distance is minus c by root over a square plus b square. If c greater than 0, perpendicular distance is c by root over a square plus b square. Finally, the perpendicular distance from origin to any line is nothing but mod c by root over a square plus b square. Please observe this value. If c greater than 0, this value is c by root over a square plus b square. If c less than 0, after removing the mod, it can be reduced into minus c by root over a square plus b square. Finally, the perpendicular distance from origin to the line is mod c by root over a square plus b square. Okay? Please note this values, note point. The perpendicular distance from origin to the line ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is mod c by root over a square plus b square. The perpendicular distance, that means it is the line. The perpendicular distance from origin to this line, this distance is nothing but mod c by root over a square plus b square. Please note this value. Next, second one. Let a comma b be x comma y intercepts of a line and p is the perpendicular distance from origin to that line. Then 1 by p square is equal to 1 by a square plus 1 by b square. Very, very, very important. 1 by p square is equal to 1 by a square plus 1 by b square. Please observe this value. A comma b be x and y intercept of a line. That is, x intercept is a and y intercept is b. If x and y intercepts are given, what is the equation of the line? X by a plus y by b is equal to 1. It is the equation of the line. Any doubt in this? Okay. After LCM, it can be reduced into AB. AB is the LCM. Here bx plus ay is equal to 1. After cross multiplication, bx plus ay is equal to AB. That means bx plus ay minus AB is equal to 0. It is the equation of the line when x and y intercepts are a comma b. Okay. From the given, the perpendicular distance from origin to this line is p units. Now we find the relation between p and a comma b. Okay. Now, what is the perpendicular distance from origin to the line? Already we proved. What is the perpendicular distance? Now, perpendicular distance from 0, 0 to line 1 is equal to mod c by root over a square plus b square. What is the value of mod c? Ax plus by plus c. It is in the form of ax plus by plus c. That means mod minus ab by root over b square plus a square or a square plus b square. Mod x is equal to mod minus x. That means mod ab by root over a square plus b square. But from the given, what is the perpendicular distance? P. But P is the perpendicular distance. But P is perpendicular distance. Therefore, these two values must be equal. Therefore, P is equal to mod ab by root over a square plus b square. That implies P square is equal to, what is the value of P square? P square is equal to a square b square by a square plus b square. P square is equal to a square b square by a square plus b square. Here P square means P square by 1. Now 1 by P square is equal to, what is the value? A square plus b square by a square b square. After splitting, 1 by P square is equal to a square by a square b square means 1 by b square plus 1 by a square. Therefore, 1 by a square plus 1 by b square is equal to, what is the value? 1 by P square. If A, B are x and y intercepts of a line and P is the perpendicular distance from origin to that line, then 1 by a square plus 1 by b square is equal to 1 by P square. Very, very important property. Okay. Next, seventh form of a straight line. Symmetric form. Seventh one. Please note this value. The equation of the line passing through x1, y1 and having inclination theta is x minus x1 by cos theta is equal to y minus y1 by sin theta, where theta belongs to 0 to pi by 2 union pi by 2 to pi. Actually, angle of inclination range is 0 degrees is less than theta less than pi. But here, yet theta is equal 0, something by 0 means not defined. Yet theta is equal 90 degrees, yet pi by 2, cos 90 0, it is not defined. So, 0 and pi by 2 are open values. Please observe that value. Okay. The symmetric form of the line is x minus x1 by cos theta is equal to y minus y1 by sin theta. Here, what is the inclination of the line? Theta is the inclination of the line. If the angle of inclination is given, what is the slope of the line? Slope m is equal to tan theta. Here theta is the angle of inclination of the line. Inclination of the line is theta. Therefore, slope of the line is m is equal to tan theta. Okay. Next, in this case, P x1 comma y1 is one of the point. X1 comma y1 is one of the points. Say this value is A. Let us assume P x comma y be the any point on the same line. A x1 comma y1 is one of the point on the line. One of the point on the line. Say P x comma y be the any point on the line. Okay. Then AP, both A and P lies on the same line. If 2 points are given, what is the slope of the line? Slope of the line is nothing but y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Therefore, slope of the line AP is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Okay, that is equal to y minus y1 by x minus x1. Actually, if the inclination is given, the slope is tan theta. Here, by using this value, slope is y minus y1 by x minus x1. These two are slopes. That means these two are equal. From 1 and 2, tan theta is equal to y minus y1 by x minus x1. What is the value of tan theta? Tan means sin by cos. That is equal to y minus y1 by x minus x1. Okay. Any doubt in this value? After adjustment, it can be reduced into x minus x1 by cos theta is equal to y minus y1 by sin theta. Move this x minus x1 to this value, sin theta to this value. So, x minus x1 by cos theta is equal to y minus y1 by sin theta. It is the symmetric form of the line. Please note this value. Next, eighth form of a straight line. Parametric form. It is very, very important. Parametric form. If p x comma y is any point on the line, passing through a x1 y1 and having inclination theta, then x is equal to x1 plus r cos theta, y is equal to y1 plus r sin theta, where r is the parameter and it is the distance from A to B. In this case, any x comma y is any point on the line, and x1 y1 is the fixed point, some fixed point on the line. Theta is the angle of inclination. Here r is the parameter. This parameter is nothing but distance from A to P. If the distance from A to P change, then automatically the coordinates of the point are changed. Okay, please note this value. Now, in this case, the angle of inclination of the line is theta. Suppose the line is in this way. This is angle of inclination theta. One of the point on the line A x1 y1 and P x comma y is any point on the same line. Okay. In previous case already we proved in symmetric form. If 2 points are given, what is the slope? y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. If angle of inclination is given, what is the slope? Tan theta. By using that condition, we find the equation of the line. Here, A x1 y1 is one of the point on the line. A x1 comma y1 is one of the point on the line, and P x comma y is any point on the line, same line. Then slope of the line AP. Slope of the line AP is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. That means y minus y1 by x minus x1. But angle of inclination is equal to, what is the angle of inclination? Theta. Inclination of the line is theta. Therefore, slope m is equal to, what is the value? Slope m is equal to tan theta. It is the slope, it is also a slope. From 1 and 2, what is the value? Tan theta is equal to y minus y1 by x minus x1. Tan theta means sin theta by cos theta is equal to y minus y1 by x minus x1. That implies x minus x1 by cos theta is equal to y minus y1 by sin theta. It is already we proved this value, symmetric form. Okay, these are ratios. These two ratios are equal. Say this value is some r. Say this value is some r. Equate this value to this. That means, what is this value? X minus x1 is equal to r cos theta. That implies, what is the value of x? X is equal to x1 plus r cos theta. Okay. Similarly, equate this value to r value. That means y minus y1 is equal to r sin theta. That implies y is equal to y1 plus r sin theta. This is the equation of the line in parametric form. Here, what is the value of r? R is the distance from A to P. Please observe this value. R is the distance from P to A. Okay. Here, what is the value of x minus x1? R cos theta. X minus x1 is equal to r cos theta. This value is 1. Y minus y1 is equal to r sin theta. Say this value is 2. 1 square plus 2 square. What is this value? 1. By squaring and adding these two values, we get x minus x1 whole square plus y minus y1 whole square is equal to r square cos square plus r square sin square. R square is the common term. R square into cos square plus sin square means that value 1. So r square is equal to this value. This value is nothing but distance between the points A and P. This is AP square. AP square is equal to r square. What is the value of r? R is equal to AP. That implies r is equal to AP. R is nothing but parameter, that is the distance from A to P. Suppose the P value changes, R value changes. Okay, please observe this value. So r is the parameter. X is equal to x1 plus r cos theta. Y is equal to y1 plus r sin theta. Represents any point on the line. Here r is the parameter and that is the distance from A to P. Okay, very very important. Please note this value. Next, please write the note point. The equation x is equal to x1 plus r cos theta, y is equal to y1 plus r sin theta is called the parametric equation with the parameter r of the line, passing through the point x1 y1 having inclination theta. This is the equation of the line in parametric form. x1 y1 is the fixed point. Theta is the angle of inclination, is a constant value. Here what is the parameter? Only r is the parameter. If r changes, the equation changes. Okay, please observe that points. Next, second one. The points on the line which are at a distance of r units, the points on a line which are at a distance of r units from P x1 comma y1 are x1 plus r cos theta comma y1 plus r sin theta, or x1 minus r cos theta comma y1 minus r sin theta. Please observe this value. Please observe this value. If a x1 y1 is the one of the fixed point on the line, theta is the angle of inclination. This value is theta. These two are given. It is the distance r units. If the point P is at a distance of r units, it is possible in this direction or this direction. In this direction, we take plus sign. That means x is equal to x1 plus r cos theta, y1 plus r sin theta. In this case, x1 minus r cos theta, y1 minus r sin theta. Please observe these values. Okay.